is doing as poet, I will leave up to you. I just think it's an amazing observation that we can make right away. Let's work now at level 2 and 3 quickly. At 2A, well, I think this is clear. The argument is a city falls when moral corruption happens. No question. Of course, we've said it already. Notice that Jacopo is going to blame his wife for possibly turning to the wretchedness of homosexuality, right? Dante the Pilgrim, finally, notice, respects these men even though they are sodomites or homosexuals. Notice that level of, certainly that could be a message as well. And, or, it's that Dante the Pilgrim doesn't understand the degree of seriousness of their sin, and will only figure that out later as we go. There's certainly another reading of the Divine Comedy that says that, right? Because some kind of understandings of sexual sins will, in fact, come back later in the Commedia. At level 2B, the symbolism of 3 men in a ring around Dante and the idea of mutual respect. They respect him, he respects them. The irony, of course, here is that Dante the Pilgrim has the most passionate, can we even say sometimes sexual language, of the Inferno happening right here in this specific circle. Which leads us to thinking about Dante as poet. There's all kinds of interesting tension here. I don't know what you want to call it. You want to call it sexual tension? You want to call it political tension? Whatever you want to call it, it's certainly here. For both cantos 15 and 16. Dante as politician, his critique of Florence here is really harsh. And he basically will say it in both of these 2 cantos, that moral decline in the end is what has led to the problems that he is encountering. Dante as philosopher raises a very interesting question. The question for the poet and for the philosopher is, what should be the ultimate goal? Fame, to be remembered, or perspicacity, insight? And can you have both? At level 3A, think about this notion of fame. In the Iliad, the Odyssey, and the Aeneid, we call it kleos again. That's that Greek term. That is to say, being remembered after you're gone. Notice how much that's significant here. And also, as another 3A observation, we're connecting to another text we've studied. Do you remember Plato's cave allegory? That we've got this notion in Republic 7, and that notion of perspicacity. First you're in the darkness, and then you come out. Perspicacity, right, allows you to understand the shadows on the wall are not real. Go back to our lectures there on Plato's Republic in the AP folder if you want to be reminded of that. Finally, in 3B, how about this one? How important is it that you are remembered? How important is it that you are respected? Right? Another question is, what have you done in your life to be remembered? What have you done to be respected? And how about this question? Can you respect people you don't agree with? And you certainly don't agree with their life choices, whether those be political choices or sexual choices or whatever. Can you still respect them and speak with respect to them and for them? Do you think that's something that you should do? Or should Dante maybe have been more direct in saying, you guys committed sexual acts that the church does not agree with, and for that you are being punished, shame on you? Notice we have none of that from either Dante the poet or Dante the Pilgrim. Why do you think that is? Okay, now we're on to Canto 17. We're going to have the users here, that is the ones who use money to raise more money through the process of interest, and that is considered a far greater crime than is some of the earlier crimes that came before, especially even worse than murder, even worse than the sexual sodomy. What is going on with that? We'll have to talk about that one. And you'll notice that the tone is going to change now. Dante's going to have some pretty mean things to say as Dante the Pilgrim to the people that he will speak to next. Come back and we'll work with Canto 17 next. Thank you.